Hello. Is it possible to kosher, or do you need to kosher, you're required to kosher glass utensils, whether it's cups for drinking, or we're talking about Corel or Duralex or anything else that's made out of glass? Those Corel glasses are made out of glass, although they're different colors. What's the halacha about them? We found the Machloket Shulchan Aruch and the Rema. It's based already on the Rishonim, like the Rashba, the Rosh, the Baal Eshkol, many more that say that zchuchit, clay zchuchit, glass does not absorb at all because it's hard and it's smooth. And therefore, since it doesn't absorb, you don't need to kosher it. All you need to do is just wash it. So for Pesach, one just needs to take his glass utensils and wash them well, and he's all good. According to those that the Rema brings down the halacha, they say that zchuchit, clay zchuchit, is like clay cheres, which means the glass is like clay, because he claims that it's made out of sand as well, and therefore it absorbs, and it should not be used altogether. You can't kosher it at all. We see a machloket, an argument, a dispute from one end to the other. While the Shulchan Aruch holds that it doesn't need koshering at all, the Rema says that you can't even kosher it. And this is a minhag by Ashkenazim. They don't kosher those glass utensils unless they don't have anything else. Then they permit by koshering it, by doing a gala 3 times. Some would say that you put water in it for 24 hours, for 3 days while you dispense the water and put in it again, you fill it up again. But Sfaradim hold that it's not required at all. All you need to do is just wash them and use them, and they're fine. Moreover, Sfaradim hold you can use glass utensils for meat and dairy just by washing the utensils in between the usage. And therefore, you don't need to have, according to Sfaradim, separate dishes made out of glass for meat and dairy. You can use the same ones. Also, as I said, Duralex or anything that you put in the fire as well that's made out of glass, the halacha would be, according to the Or Letzion, that all you need to do is wash the pot, the glass pot, and you can use it afterwards for meat. Between meat and dairy, you just wash it and it's fine. Some argue on that since it goes on the fire, like the Yaskil Avdi, Rav Avada Adaya. He held that it's worse when it's on the fire, but the Svara is that there's no difference whatsoever. If it doesn't absorb, it doesn't absorb. The Yalkut Yosef in Ilchot Basar V'Chalav brings very nicely. He says that someone made he tested the utensils made out of glass, and he saw that new glass weights on a scale. Today everything is digital, and it can really detect on a very a precise level. So he saw that the new glass utensils weight a little bit less than those that are used, which indicates and shows that it does absorb. The Yalkut Yosef says it doesn't make a difference because the Ran in Pesachim Daf Lamed Amud Bet says the following. He says, "Yesh kelim she'afilu machnisam lekiyum mutarim ba'adacha." Some utensils, all you need to do is wash them, as we explained right now. Why? Says the Ran, mitnei mi'ut bliatan. Since it just swallows, it just absorbs very little. Therefore, you're allowed and you can permit the glass utensils. So you see a very interesting thing. The Ran says that we understand that it absorbs, but it's very little, and therefore it's permitted. So although on a digital scale, you'll see that it's different when it's a little bit older than newer, but it doesn't make any difference. This Lashon of the Ran is not like other Rishonim, right, that it doesn't absorb at all. That is found in many Rishonim, the Rashba. Many Rishonim say it doesn't absorb at all. But could be that is considered nothing at all. When it's very small, when it's very minute, when you can only detect it on very fine digital weights, then that's considered not weight, no change at all. It doesn't absorb at all. And therefore, as I explained, Sfaradim permit using such glass utensils, any type, any kind, even colored, with designs. All you have to do is just wash and make sure that there's nothing on it. And Ashkenazim usually are machmir not to use glass at all, buying new ones for Pesach. When we're talking about basar v'chalav, there are those that permit by Ashkenazim to use the utensils for basar and chalav, for meat and dairy, just by washing them, just like the Sfaradim. This is already something that has to do with different customs, different minhagim, but different Ashkenazim. But when we're dealing with Pesach, they're restricted.